welcome, welcome. My name is Brian Fallon, and I will be playing for you this evening. In this life there will be trouble, but you shall overcome. They'll hurt you and your heartstrings, leave you in the dust. But you do just like I told you. Stand strong and hold your own. Soft answer quiet's breath. A gentle whisper breaks a bone. I can't tell you who to love. I don't know who that might be. I hope they cheer you up like crazy, sweep you right up off your feet. Oh, I don't want you to grow up, 'cause I don't want you to leave. When you're ready to choose someone, make sure they love you half as much as me. In the night there will be darkness, but your light is bright enough. There'll be lovers sometimes leaving, and lovers you'll stand up. But you do just like I told you. Keep your heart above all things. It's a wicked world, my lovely, but you don't have to let it in. I can't tell you who to love. I don't know who that might be. Hope they cheer you up like crazy, sweep you right up off your feet. 'Cause I don't want you to grow, 'cause I don't want you to leave. You're ready to choose someone, make sure they love you half as much as me. So for now, be your audience applause. For now, I'll leave the night light on. I know the time is flying, so much has already flown, and I'm watching you just color. Yeah, I'm watching you just color with your brand new pajamas on. I can't tell you who to love. I don't know who that might be. Hope they cheer you up like crazy, sweep you right up off your feet. 'Cause I don't want you to grow up, and I don't want you to leave. When you're ready to choose someone, make sure they love you. Make sure they love you. God, I pray they love you half as much as me. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And I'm here in Brooklyn, New York, at possibly the first venue I've been in a very long time. And it is very empty, very cavernous, very steelish. And I'm happy, though, to be here, because I'm not in my home where I've been for long periods of time. I'm gonna trust that you're there. Can't feel you or see you or hear you, but I trust that you're there watching me. Perhaps some of you enjoying this. Perhaps others of you not enjoying this, but, well, gotta stay here. I don't remember too much about the evil things we've done. Can only tell you what I saw. It was rain and soot. There were lovers and blood. And I learned how to feel in the cold. We never talked too much. It held me in the dark. Time used to stop in her hands. I could feel her go hesitant. It rained in Manhattan. It kept shelter to spare room in the Grand. And she calls me baby, like an old romantic. But it's hard when you hurt to let somebody in again. There's a slow song playing from a baby blue Mercedes, singing when I get to heaven. There will be no more hard feelings. Wish for these days. I've often heard it said, never found that to be true. How easy it would have been if I'd have never seen you again, like every other story in the book. And she calls me baby, like an old romantic. It's hard when you hurt, let somebody wreck you again. There's a slow song playing from a baby blue Mercedes, singing when I get to heaven. There will be no more hard feelings. She calls me baby, like an old romantic. It's hard when you hurt, let somebody wreck you again. There's a slow song playing from a baby blue Mercedes, singing when I get to heaven there will be no more hard feelings. There will be no more hard feelings. supreme, 'cause we went out this life just to hold on to anything. Most of the sparks end up sweet little cherry bombs. Oh my dear, you never know how until the things you've done come to run you down. And we won't love like it was a drug. All we wanted was a little relief. Every heart I held in between, they were painkillers to me. They were painkillers to me. Use me up, and I'll be enough. Come on and use me up, use me up. Don't you love the way I drag you down? Ain't that enough for you now? We won't love like it was a drug. All we wanted was a little relief. Every heart I held in between, they were painkillers to me. They were painkillers to me. We won't love like it was a drug. All we wanted was a little relief. Every heart I held in between, they were painkillers to me. They were painkillers to me. Come get your painkillers from me. Thank you very much. For those of you watching, I will tell you that possibly the thing that I will never get over is the feeling of being at home or anywhere and playing and it being completely silent, not because of applause, but because of any noise or whatsoever. So I don't think that will ever leave me, the trauma of that. And other people have said the same thing who've done it. However, you have to just have implicit trust that there are other people on the other end of this thing. And there may be, but you'll never find out. But I can see that here, I have a little monitor that instead of having lyrics, which would probably be helpful at my particular space in life, but instead I can see names. And I see someone named Joyce, who's there. Hello, Joyce. And there's other names, but I'm not going to say all of them because then I would feel like I'm just saying them. But I'm going to imagine. No, there's a highlighter I see going on there. There's many things happening here. So this is the weirdest thing that will ever happen to me, I think. I've had many instances of playing shows in weird scenarios happening. Teeth being removed. True story. All sorts of other things, power, natural disasters, earthquakes, the such, one nuclear disaster, but never playing to silence. So that is going to haunt me for the rest of my life, and I thank you all for it. But I also thank you for coming and watching this, and I'm happy that Brooklyn Steel is having me here. It's nice to see the traffic hasn't changed, and I'm going to do my best here for you tonight on Twitch. Say you don't feel right. Something must have changed inside. She said I still love the band and the boy down the street, but everybody else gives me the creeps. 'Cause there's a hole in it now, like the windshield was taken out. She said everybody's hurt, mine ain't the worst, but it's mine and I'm feeling it now. Yeah, and sometimes I think it's haunted inside this house. Now I hear you crying over the phone. ain't trying to bring you down tonight. Oh my, she says I don't mind. I'm just so tired of the empty sheets sleep beside. Heard you say it's gone all wrong. When did the days and the nights get so long? She said I still miss the scene, it's a dying breed, but now I'd settle for some company. And there were things that I did just so I could feel anything. Somewhere along, something went off and I woke up with blood on my lips. Yeah, and there were nights I just did whatever I liked. Now I hear you crying over the phone. Where have all the good times gone? Down in a glass, shouting matches, lost in the songs, they don't write anymore. Hey, 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 it's alright, I ain't trying to bring you down tonight. Oh my, she says I don't mind. Just so tired of the empty sheets asleep beside. Now I hear you crying over the phone. Where have all the good times gone? Down in a glass, shouting matches, lost in the songs you don't write anymore. Hey, 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 it's alright, I ain't trying to bring you down tonight. Oh my, she says I don't mind. 'Cause maybe someday they're gonna love me back to life. My name is Rosemary. You'll be lucky to meet me. My name is Rosemary. You'll be lucky if you get to hold me. You'll be lucky to meet me. Thank you. Okay. This is the first time I've been out of my, pretty much first time I've been out of my town in, I guess, a year and a half. Definitely the first time I've been out of New Jersey. So it was a weird thing driving here today. Lots of thoughts. Happy to see people still playing it safe though on the streets. You know, it seemed like a lot of respect for either way you feel about it. You know, mask on, mask off, whatever you're doing. But I felt good about that. And it seemed like everybody wasn't going crazy, so it seemed like some sort of sense of normalcy, which is helping me feel better. I don't know about the rest of you, but for me, I felt good and I felt safe. And here, I gotta say that the staff here is great. Everybody's been super cool. Nobody's made me shake any hands or touch anybody or do anything. So, and I love that normally. So I've been feeling great about that. But it's been good, and I'm happy to be here. I'm hoping that you're happy as well. I'll play a few songs for you if you're just tuning in, and then I'll answer some questions. And then I'm gonna drive straight home, and I'm gonna go check on my kids because they're asleep. And that's about it for me tonight. I don't know if you know, but I feel you in me. Inside of my ears, inside of my bones. I remember the colors. You're my mysterious eyes. Part of me stays in the room where we met. Everything slows my breath as I watch you flow across the floor. In the night came as it went. I can swear that I knew you before. Like maybe in another night we were lovers in another night. Maybe we were always strangers on mystery trains. Only a ghost that has stolen my heart away. I always wondered if I knew you before. Feel like I had enough time on my hands. I know that you're with me. Still I have this fear that one day I'll wake up and you'll be a dream. Everything slows in my breath as I watch you flow across the floor. And the night came as it went. I could swear that I knew you before. Like maybe in another night we were lovers in another night. Maybe we were always strangers on mystery trains. You were only a ghost that has stolen my heart away. And now you know they'll find me out. Be always falling under your spell. Everything slows at my breath as I watch you flow across the floor. And the night came as it went. I could swear that I knew you before. Like maybe in another night we were lovers in another life. Maybe we were always strangers on mystery trains. You were only a ghost that has stolen my heart away. Thank you. Spend most of your life waiting on a fairy tale read between pages. Did you huddle up close to your boombox radio? Somebody waiting on the same song. And we sold our souls on the fantasies found in records and black and white movies. And I used to beg June to burn me alive. That would get me anywhere but here. Daddy James hit that symphony, 'cause she drifts through my blood like a remedy. And for most of my sad life, I figured I was gonna die alone. I just burned in the curve of my scars, 20 long years away from your heart. So finally, my love is in my arms. My love is in my arms. It was impossible to hold on to anything. In my chest was a lonesome growing cyclone. I kept pictures tucked up to the rear view above, sirens we lost in the ocean. And all we wanted was absolutely everything, like foolish, hungry young lions. I was lost and alone, a million light years from home. It was nobody's fault but mine. Etta James hit that symphony, 'cause she drifts through my blood like a remedy. And for most of my sad life, I figured I was gonna die alone. 'Cause I just burned in the curve of my scars, 20 long years away from your heart. But finally, my love is in my arms. Was there a hole in your life? Did you kill to keep warm, but somehow never quite satisfied? Do you feel like it's always time to go? And it's always wrong, and it's always off, and it's hard to know which heart to hold. Do you lie to someone else on your mind? Do you lie to someone, me, on your mind? Etta James hit that symphony, 'cause she drifts through my blood like a remedy. For most of my sad life, I figured I was gonna die alone. I just burned in the curve of my scars, 20 long years away from your heart. So finally, my love is in my arms. My love is in my arms. Etta James, sing it one time for my pain. Etta James, Etta James, Etta James, sing it one time for my pain. Thank you. Well, don't lie to me, don't lie to yourself. You're much too sentimental, baby, to make it in the modern world. We spent those nights alone, the road the wheels off. Simply ain't the worst that I've seen stumbling through the dark. I'll take it to my grave, no matter what they do to me. 'Cause they'll never know what it costs to for you only. So come talk to me. Can't see inside your head. There's a bitter beast that comes to feed on things we never said. Tell me all the vicious things that no one knows but God. You simply ain't the worst that I've seen stumbling through the dark. And I'll take it to my grave no matter what they do to me. 'Cause they'll never know what it costs to be whole. But to me you're a dream, a divine mystery. And I'm lonely, lonely for you only. I'm lonely, lonely for you only. Maybe someday get used to all this rain tumbling like the money through my hands. Maybe they'll call, say we made a big mistake, and you and I will get our wings. And they'll never know what it costs to be whole. But to me you're a dream, a divine mystery. And I'm lonely, lonely for you only. I'm lonely, lonely for you only. Do call me up, take me for a ride. Troubled lovers run away and bleed for a while. In poems about Jersey girls they knew in another life, long before you and I were born. Thank you very much. Well, this is me standing in a venue with nobody, just some people working here. I cannot wait till it's not like that, till there's people back in here. I'm excited, however, mildly hesitant in my own mind, but I will be looking forward to having faces again in here to look at and some form of reaction. That will be better than I think many of these times have been spent sitting at home kind of doing this exact thing, but in a smaller capacity, which is certainly more comforting because it's my home and I can say, well, there are my cats, there are my walls, these are my things. If all goes bad, I can run away. Here, I am trapped, cannot run away. So this is a little bit slightly more unnerving to me, especially since I'm not even in my home state. So I am on an island of terror and anxiety right now, and I hope you are not on that island at home. But what I will do is play through to you, and I hope you will enjoy that. And if you don't, I don't know about that. Built a room for you in the back of my mind, where the ravenous wolves, the ghosts I know reside. You were amazing. You were always on my mind. We were secrets to keep, crows buried side by side. But you wait for a drug that'll never be enough. You're never gonna feel like when it first picked you up, when they drove you around, bought you powder and flowers, until the thrill was gone. But you say, I'm alright, baby, I don't mind. I'll get on just fine on them long, long rides. letter you wrote before the devil came in the picture. It says, I've got you now, wrapped around my finger in mystic. We were blue and outrageous, and every night we raced the moon to fall for you. But you tasted a kiss, it was sent from below. It was cool in the night, I was old as a stone, in the back of a car with a try on your heart, suddenly show you the teeth. But you said, I'm alright, baby, I don't mind. I get on just fine on them long, long drives. Last night, I remember being 17. I met a girl with a taste for the world, whiskey and rides of spring. Spent every night with cassettes that she liked in a car that I borrowed a lot. I could never get her to believe. She said, I'm alright, baby, I don't mind. I'll get on just fine on them long, long drives, because I'm alright, Janie, I don't mind. I'll get on just fine on them long, long drives without you. Drives without you. Jolene, I hate that song. Was baptized in a river when I was young. Jesus forgives me for all of my sins. So maybe that one when we were kids. I came from South Texas, killer party scene. Somehow the wanting turned to a needing. Had a decent boyfriend till he got mean. Hit me so hard that the room used to spin. So say that you love me before we both end up in hell. I'm not asking for your forgiveness. Couldn't run if I wanted to now. Say that you miss me. Tell me sweet, sweet little lies. Humor me, Vincent. After tonight I won't be home for a while. I would fly solo to rodeo dance, cover my bruises in a Maybelline mask, wait till he passed out. Did it most nights. I'd go to meet Vincent and to come back to life. Nobody knew, inside I would break. There was always this screaming, and in between I just wait. One night I suppose, on the drove me insane. I stabbed him once, and then I stabbed him again. So say that you love me, for we both end up in hell. I'm not asking for your forgiveness. Wouldn't run if I wanted to now. Say that you miss me. Tell me sweet, sweet little lies. Humor me, Vincent. After tonight, I won't be home for a while. I used to love the smell of the carnival, how the tilt-a-whirl setting us free. I'm sure I'm gonna miss the summer, how the lights used to light up in me. But I better go. Vincent, I love you more than you know. God bless you, old friend. Don't think that I'll ever see you again. My name is Jolene, and I hate that song. I was baptized in a river when I was young. Thank you very much. Thank you for those of you tuning in. I've got a couple more. I'm going to answer some questions, and then I'm going to go back home. And thank you for tuning in tonight. And I think I said that. But, you know, hope you had a good time, or hope you're enjoying your time at home. But I hope also that I can see you sooner rather than later. Mary, the station is playing every sad song I remember like we were alive. And I've heard and sung them all from inside of these walls, the prison cell where we spent those nights. They burned up the diner where I always used to find her, licking young boys' blood from her claws. And I learned about the from this kitten I knew. It was raving, her heart was like a tomb. My heart was like a womb. But I saw taillights last night in a dream about my first wife. Everybody leaves and I'd expect as much from you. So taillights last night in a dream about my old life. Everybody leaves, and why wouldn't you? So Mary, I worry and stalled every night of my life. Better safe than making the party. I never had a good time. I sat by my bedside with papers, poetry about Estella. Great expectations, we had the greatest expectations. But I saw taillights last night in a dream about my first wife. Everybody leaves and I'd expect as much from you. So taillights last night in a dream about my own life. Everybody leaves, and why wouldn't you? We were always waiting, always waiting. We were always waiting for something to happen. saw taillights last night in a dream about my first wife. Everybody leaves and I'd expect as much from you. So taillights last night in a dream about my own life. Everybody leaves and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Thank you very much. My name is Brian Fallon, and I am coming at you from Brooklyn Steel in Brooklyn, New York. Thank you very much for having me, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I will hopefully see you soon. This song is called Smoke. Thank you. Lost my mind in the middle of Toronto. I was spending nights at home full throttle. I was breaking your heart, breaking my heart, revenge. And I feel just like I woke up in somebody else's skin. Who else is gonna remind you? Take a picture of them. They brought hearts and daggers. They wrote songs about her, and they tied you up in the rungs of ladders. You never ended up coming home. You just became something like some smoke that I tried too hard to hold. Changes, see, I left my home, returned something different. I was bleeding death with regret. Nobody else can see it, but there's something underneath my skin. I wish I could tell you had the worst little dream. They brought hearts and daggers. They wrote songs about you, and they tied you up in the rungs of ladders. You never ended up coming home. You just became something like some smoke that I tried too hard to hold. Then the black clouds came, knocking all our insides. There were newspaper clippings, horrible headlines, doom and despair, and your name and my name saying, who will save you from the truth of the matter? That your love, though like gold, is gone. They brought hearts and daggers. They wrote songs about her, and they tied you up in the rungs of ladders. You never ended up coming home. You just became something like a dream I saw. But they brought hearts and daggers. They wrote songs about you, and they tied you up while you hung from ladders. You never ended up coming home. You just became something like some smoke that I tried too hard to hold. Thank you very much.
rule the playground.
Oh, hello. Hello, I'm Brian Fallon, and I have just played, and now I'm looking at some questions I'm going to answer, and I hope I have the answers. I don't know what they are. They could literally be anything. So I think they're going to come up on this screen, and I'm hoping they do. Oh, hey, Shinedown Fan 101. Are you currently working on any new music? That's a loaded question. I'm always working on new music because it's sort of what I do. But a lot of the times it's just something I say to my manager when I try to stay busy when really I'm just sitting at home doing nothing. So kind of like I have a lot of notes and like a lot of stuff, but working on new music and then actually creating new music for me, it looks like this. Many, many, many notes in my phone, many, many, many voice recordings of like in the car, like, you know, da 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 song about a guy going to, get McDonald's. That's the note. And then many of those, hundreds, which I never go through. And then all of a sudden, in the dust and the dirt and the fallen debris, to quote the Lawrence Arms, it becomes songs all of a sudden. I don't know how. I don't. It's truly a Christmas miracle. And then I end up with songs, and they're a record, and I call my manager, and I say, you got to get some more money. I'm ready to make a record. And the rent's due, so can you get me some money? And then I make songs, and that's really how I do it. I'm sure if I ever hit any level of success, like the Killers or the Strokes or something, I probably would do it differently, but for now, that's my way. So thank you. crumbs on your bed. Crumbs on my bed. I hate when crumbs are on the bed. Do you have cats? I have cats. And here's my pet peeve about cats. So cats have cat litter. I mean, before I get to your question, I will get to your question. And I have a lot of cats because my daughter brings home cats. So the last one had one eye. But we brought it home and saved its life. So you can clap for me if you want. But you clap for her, really. And there's litter all over the floor. And that is just unacceptable in a bed situation. So I have to wipe my feet off anytime I'm in the bathroom. And it drives me insane. And it's something that I'm not sure how I feel about. Because sometimes I'm like, I feel like these cats, they live here for free. You could contribute to the house a little. They don't. So I understand the crumbs on your bed. I'm not sure if you were pro crumb or negative crumb. I'm just telling you my story. What is my favorite album of 2021 so far? Or some recent fave listens in general? Well, okay. So I really like... Well, Laura Stevenson's coming out with a new record, and that's going to be the favorite for a long time. Yeah, that's going to be it. There's also... I just started listening to the new Wolf Alice record that came out. I think that's good. Let's see here. Who else has put out records? I'm caught on the spot. Julian Lage is going to put out a new record. Totally different vibe. This is a jazz thing, if you're into that. Let's see. My friend Brandon is in a punk band Rancid. Very punk. Recording a new record, I think. I saw pictures of him in a studio, so I'm just making it up, and here you heard it here first. I might get in trouble later from somebody. Nah, you know what? It's all over Instagram. I can say it. But am I allowed to say that name on it? I just realized that. Maybe I'm not. It's all over Twitch, I mean. So, look, I'm on my feet. I'm working on my feet. You can edit me later. Wet appetite. Wet appetite, it looks like. Do you tend to write lyrics or melodies first? Okay. It's chaos. And I don't know. Because sometimes I get a little bit of a line. Sometimes I get a little bit of a melody. Sometimes I steal stuff my kids say at school. And they want publishing all the time, which is ridiculous. And not getting any of it. I'll fight them in court forever if they ever come back for it. I better have good lawyers, my kids. So do I tend to write lyrics or melodies first? Kind of at the same time. The truth of it is I try to play at the piano or the guitar, and I try to just like mouth things like melody of some kind, and then like the word, you hopefully get a word, or if that's not working, then I sit down at the table or desk or whatever, and I just type any old thing, any insanity that comes out of my fingertips for 15 or 20 minutes a day, and at the end of that 15 or 20 minutes, I look back and I say, is anything good out of that mess? And I write it down and I save it. And then I keep kind of doing that over and over and over again until eventually I get something good. So that's the deal. And Pat, 78. So if we go to a diner after this show, would you order pork roll or Taylor ham? I would order pork roll. And if you say Taylor ham, enjoy hell. Because that's not what it's called. It's called pork roll. So Troy Paw. What guitar were you using tonight? I was using a Collings OM2H. I think it's got a T at the end of it too, but it's Collings. Do I have a favorite guitar? I don't have a favorite guitar because I don't get attached to them. I don't know why. They're wood. I don't like it. I don't like naming them. I certainly don't call them any pet names or anything like that. I don't know. I don't feel attached to them. I like people. I don't like guitars. But I know that I'm the minority of that. Oscar X-Ray. Which song of yours have you found most fans feel resonates with them? Which one do they talk about the most? That's impossible to say. A lot of them, I could tell you a couple, though. I know that there's a very old song, one of the first songs I ever wrote, first serious songs, 1930, people love that. They say that that resonates with them. People say, a lot of parents say When You're Ready resonates with them, which I understand that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm grateful that people say that a lot of them do. So that makes, Here's Looking at You, Kid, resonated with Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20. He covered it. You could YouTube it. I said it again. That's another I'm sorry, you could Twitch it. Yikes. I'm going to get fired. Okay. Burrito. What was it like releasing an album during the pandemic? Favorite song from Local Honey. Releasing an album during the pandemic. Well, I had my good friend, who now became my good friend, Lily Hyatt, released a record at the same time. So we sort of commiserated together and did records at the same time. And we just ended up supporting each other, just retweeting and re-stuffing everything. So we just helped each other out. And then it was weird because you couldn't tour on it, and touring is kind of the thing. Like, that's what everybody would say. Like, when I was in a band, they'd go, well, it doesn't matter what goes wrong. There's always touring. Well, that went away. So what's my favorite song from Local Honey? I don't have a favorite song, but I really like, I just enjoyed Hard Feelings because I surprised myself with that one, because it was the first song I wrote totally on the piano. I never written a song on the piano before. And so that one I was like, oh, yeah, all right. That's cool. So it's not my favorite song, but it's just a song that I'm proud of, because I didn't know how it came out. And I like it still. Whoa. Motion sensor soap dispense. You didn't want to break that rhyme? Like motion sensor soap dispenser? I'm not critiquing, I'm just saying. I was curious. I would have gone with the rhyme. It feels good on the tongue. Motion sensor soap dispense. That's what I would have done, but that's just me. What's your favorite thing to do to relax and recharge when you're not feeling super inspired? I feel super inspired next to never, because I have crippling anxiety, if you actually want to know. What's my favorite thing to do to relax and recharge? I don't relax, ever. You can ask my wife. When I'm sleeping, I don't fall asleep. I sort of pass out. Like, I watch My Name is Earl like this with grips, or I watch The Golden Girls sometimes, or I watch not Man vs. Food, the other one. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. But I, like this, tense, and then I fall asleep, and then I wake up. And then, so I don't really relax, but if I did relax, I would love to go on a boat. I don't have a boat, but if I did, I'd go out on, I'd be like Lyle Lovett. I'd go out on the ocean on a pony, and I'd ride him on my boat. That's what I would do. What gives you the most Jersey pride? You know, I love New Jersey. I just do. What gives me the most Jersey pride? I just like New Jersey. I like it so much. All the time I like it. I like the Jersey Shore. I like the show The Jersey Shore. I like New Jersey. What gives me the most Jersey pride? I don't know. I think like maybe how different it is than people think, like how just normal it is. I've been all around the world, and it's so regular there, and I like it. The ocean gives me a lot of pride. The beaches, that's what gives me a lot of pride. And Bruce Springsteen, so proud. I'm so proud of Bruce Springsteen. So. Mountain Lady 88. I like it. I like thinking instantly of like Filson, like someone's wearing Filson clothes and going in the river with like those tall things on that keep you from getting wet, but you still get wet anyway because the water goes in the top, and then fishing, but like right in the river with like bears and stuff. That's what I think of. That probably is not anything to do with what you're doing right now, but to me, that's what's happening in my imagination. How did the idea of sitting around at home come about? Well, I'll tell you. It was a genius strike on my head that I was literally sitting around at home doing nothing. And I was watching the pictures go. My wife actually said, why don't you like talking to songwriters? Why don't you do that on the internet? And I said, well, that's a good idea. what would I call it? And then I said, like a round, like Nashville, like they do a songwriters round. And then I instantly thought of the Buzzcocks and Gorilla Biscuits. And I thought, sitting round at home. And then that was it. So sitting around at home, watching the pictures go, Queen style. One final question for tonight. Toyota, very first car, asks, if you could share a moment of joy from your last tour, and what you're most looking forward to when you are back on the road. Well, so my friends, the Warriors, and I had this idea to maybe pick out a cool song and do it together every night on the tour. And I was very excited to do that. And I am excited to get back out on tour and to do that song. And I'm not going to tell you what that song is going to be in case we change it. But I like the collaboration of touring. That's like the moments of joy for me come from going out with other bands and being able to collaborate with other musicians and sort of playing together and not really having like this sort of hierarchy of like the headlining band and the opening band and whatever, and then like all coming together and kind of playing a little bit together at the end of the night. To me, that's awesome, and hanging out like backstage, like talking about music and learning, from everybody. Like what do they do? Maybe learn like something cool that you didn't know before about writing or playing your instrument or whatever. I miss that a lot, and so I'm looking forward to the camaraderie and of getting back with other bands. And that's it. I'm Brian Fallon, and thank you very much for watching me on Twitch, and thank you to Toyota and the Bowery Presents.